Hi, I'm Jesse from JND Woodturning, and here I'm going to make a stylus. And I'm going to make it out of olive wood. It's already been cut to size, and the brass tube has already been placed in there, and the bushings are in place. And the tools that I'm going to use to turn them down, or turn this piece of wood down, they're Versa chisels. I have two sizes that I use. I'm going to start off with this size and probably go to this size. Here we go. Okay, make sure when you are turning that you wear some type of eye protection and some type of respirator mask because of the dust. And here we go. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to put a bead on this to give it some decoration. And the tool that I'm going to use is a beading tool, and it's 3 millimeters. Okay, we have the bead in place. I want it to go. Well, they're not straight, but they'll give me an idea where I'm going to do it. Now I'm going to use my parting tool to start the line, or start the indentation. Okay, now that I have my lines in and my bead done, I'm going to sand it and then polish it and we'll put it together. I just want to go over this bead one more time to kind of give it a little bit more definition. We're good. Now before I sand, I'm going to take my tool rest, and now I'm going to sand the wood. Okay, now we're going to sand, and when I sand, I like to use walnut oil, and I especially like Dr. Woodshop's walnut oil. Hopefully you can see that. At 240. And then I'm going to work my way up to 600. And what I do is I put a little bit of walnut oil on my sanding paper, and I put some on my blank, and I start to sand. Using walnut oil, I feel brings out the grain as well as prevents scratch marks. And we're going to zoom in so you can see what it looks like. See, as you can see how beautiful that wood came out. And if you've noticed, I was taking my sandpaper and I was going when the lathe was running, and I was holding it here. Basically what it was doing, it was cleaning inside the grooves. Keep that clean. And normally I'd wear a dust mask because I don't have a dust system, but when I use walnut oil, it actually cuts down on the dust. So, and plus, trying to make a video and talking with the dust mask on doesn't work. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to polish it, and I use two things. I use a friction polish as well as I use Dr. Kurt's scratch-free wood-turning polishing wax. I use that first, and then I would take it and then I will use a friction polish on top of that. And now what I do is I put some on my finger, and I use a paper towel to buff it in. You don't want to use cloth, because if cloth gets caught up in the lathe, you can hurt yourself. With paper towel, if it gets caught up in the lathe, it's going to tear. So I put some on, and now I take my paper towel and I fold it, and I buff the scratch-free into the wood. Perfect. And now I'm going to take some friction polish and clean it up, or get a nice shine on that. Let me grab some friction polish. Okay, I have some friction polish. It's a shell wax, and I'm going to put that on by turning, and now I'm going to buff it in. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it a little bit more inside. Using what I do is I take a piece of sandpaper, and then I go inside that just to clean out any residual sand or dust or any of the polishes off the inside those crevices. Perfect. Wipe that down. Okay. Now it's ready to be assembled. Okay, as you can see, here are my Stylus parts, and we're going to put this together. And I'm using a pen press. What I kind of modified a little bit. I put pads here, so it's not so rough on the parts. And we're going to start with this piece. I'm going to put that back here. Tight. Now for this piece. And there, we're done. And here you go. And this is the piece that you stick into the earbud end of your cell phone or into your tablet. And there's the stylus. And you can see how beautiful the grain of the wood looks. Well, thank you for watching, and this is my first video. I'm hoping to make some more. And again, thank you, and you guys have a great day.